And the wine too, I need it after this. Come on, girl. Thank you. We're back, guys, for episode 91 of Blu-ray Tuesday with Terrell. We in a new location. I just got saved. I was rescued, but I was forced to do this episode in this location. Ain't this crazy? We in the hood. But we're going to get into it, y'all. We got lots of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff I want to bring to light, and we're going to get into it. But first, I want to talk about a Blu-ray that I got last week late. You know, Amazon, Best Buy, y'all crazy. Y'all be like saying, oh, it'll be here on Tuesday, and the shit come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Even today, like I had to wait for my Blu-ray to arrive, and the fucking Amazon driver, he was like standing in the hallway. It said he was here. So I was like, okay. It said like, you know, you're 2 stops away like 2 hours ago. And then I go check the mail and I see he's just in the hallway of the apartment. I'm like, what is he doing? I said, hey, I'm just here for my package. He looked at me crazy and looks at it. I show him my ID. He's like, oh, okay. He holds it and just looks at his phone. I'm like, can I just get that? I got somewhere to be. And he was just scanning it away, act like he couldn't hear me. He had no earpieces in, bitch. I'm loud. You heard me. But anyways, I got my package finally, but I don't know. They be lackadaisic. I don't know what he probably was, I don't know. Something was wrong with him. But last week I got the White Noise double pack. So I don't know if y'all remember this. I forgot about it, but Mill Creek put this out last week. It was only $9.99, I believe, on Amazon. And it comes as White Noise 1 and White Noise 2. So this movie, the first one stars Michael Keaton, and basically his wife died and he starts EVP. I don't know what that is. I guess it's just like listening to the radio and you hear noises and shit. Crazy, supernatural, PG-13 horror. Back when that was like huge, like The Grudge, the Ring and all that shit that used to come out. What was the phone? One Missed Call. So White Noise is just like one of those. And then it came over to straight to Blu-ray, straight to DVD sequel, White Noise 2. I don't even think I've seen this one, but it stars Nathan Fillion. He was in the Firefly series, as well as Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 7. He was fucking Caleb, the first little henchman and shit. So that's where I know him from. But yeah, this movie, I remember thinking it was okay, and I'm excited to rewatch it. So there's a lot of bonus features on this, surprisingly. There's deleted scenes and featurettes and things like that for both films. So I was like, wow, this is cool. Rogue Pictures. I haven't seen that little tagline in a long time. So pretty simple, straight to the point. I'm surprised it has bonus features. No slip, but it's cool. I'm excited to watch these. Another thing I wanted to bring to light real quick here. Recently, I've seen a lot of people sharing this post. There was a missing girl. She went missing in San Jose, y'all. So she, basically, I looked into it and I was like, wow, this is somebody that I follow. Johnny Zuko, he's the host of Bumping in the Night podcast, 1428. Yeah, I've seen him. He's like a horror fan. He watches a lot of shows I used to watch. He's really cool. So follow him on Instagram. But his stepdaughter went missing. She was last seen leaving the mall in San Jose. And I guess she went to go meet someone. I don't know. You can see her in there's like a video footage. I shared it to my story. And she's just walking across the street and we haven't seen her since. She's been gone as of Tuesday, I think 2 to 3 days or going on 3 days. And they can't find the girl. I don't know if she ran off with someone. I don't know. No one knows. So he's been posting that a lot. So check out his Instagram. You can see all the posts he's doing. There's like a number you can reach out to if you guys do see her, if you're in the Bay Area and you see this girl. So it's really sad. So I had to bring that up. So, yeah, so shout out to him. If you guys have any information or anything, reach out to that number on Johnny Zuko's Instagram. And yeah, I hope they find her because that's really scary. I watch all this crime stuff all the time. And this young girl, she's just at the mall and something happened. Or maybe she ran away, I don't know. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to light. Because I just got kidnapped, y'all. And I got Miss Annabelle saved me. So I got to make sure that somebody saved her too. All right, guys. So another thing is these past 3 weeks at Target, I have not been able to find no new releases. They finally put out everything that dropped this past week. Avatar, Scream, fucking everything that's came out this past couple of weeks. The Last of Us dropped today, super exciting. And all the releases were out, I was so excited. All right, yeah, so we're gonna hear some trains, y'all. I've been kidnapped, so I'm still in this spot. Anyways, so there was 2 Targets near me. Like there's one right by my work, that's why I'm always in motherfucking Target, and there's one up the hill. I went to the one up the hill, and the shit was closed. Like, bitch, why is Target closed? It's in a mall, and it was closed, right? So the next day, I didn't know what was happening. I said, why? Maybe they're remodeling. But the next day, a customer comes. He says, oh, did you see what happened at Target? So I got all the tea, because he gives me all the tea. This is a regular. Shout out to you. You know who you are. I forgot your Instagram handle, but you know. Anyway, so you came and gave me the tea. So basically, that Target was about to be burned down. So let me tell you, so there was this man, he was trying to return like a blender. It was $40. So he tried to return to customer service and customer service said, no ma'am. They were like, no, you can't return this. You opened it, you used it, you probably broke it. And he got so upset that he could not return this blender. So he went in the back. They have these big lighters, the one that you light up a fucking, barbecue pit, and he went in the back of the store and lit it on fire. So they had to evacuate everyone from the fucking mall, from the Target. So they stopped the fire, thank God. I don't know why this is not the first time though. In this area, people be trying to start fires. The one by my work, it happened. It smelled like smoke. I was like, why does it smell like smoke? I don't smoke, I don't barbecue at work, but it was crazy. So this man was so pissed, he went to go fucking try to burn the Target down because he couldn't get his $40. Could you imagine going to jail, going to hell for $40? Are you serious? Or you must have been pressed like a panini for some money. That's crazy. I just had to bring that to light because that shit was insane. Speaking of insane, y'all, and weird shit, we're gonna get into some movies. So, the first movie I want to talk about is on Shudder, and it's called Quicksand. So I was super excited about this movie. I don't know, every Friday, every Thursday when new movies drop, I get excited. So this movie is a Shudder exclusive, and it's about this divorced couple who are going on this trip to Colombia. So they go on this trip, and basically, based on the synopsis, I can't even say the word, they get stuck in quicksand. Let me just tell you, this shit could have been a short film. All right, I'm not gonna spoil this too much. All right, so basically, this is this couple, right? So they're on their way to divorce. Like this wife and husband, they've been under the same roof, I believe, or they sleep under the same roof, but they're not together anymore, they're separated. So, and I could tell, like the woman, I don't know, usually I'm team girl, like I'm team badass female in these movies, final girls, I'm here for it. But in this movie, that bitch, I did not like her at all. She was super unlikable, mean mugging face, bitch couldn't act. She was trying her best to cry in this movie, and I was like, bitch, I don't believe you, right? So it was this dude, he was super nice, super sweet, he still did shit for the bitch. I don't know why, the pussy must be good. But, so basically, as they go on this trip, I guess this is her hometown, she used to live here, and she wants to go hiking. And she don't want to go with him, they don't like each other, he likes her, he wanted to go hiking, he was all excited to go hiking. First she said no, he was gonna go with his buddy, I guess his buddy that lives in Colombia, but he was taking too long, or he had a business thing, so she's like, I'm going now. He was like, oh, well, I'll go with you. So he insisted he go with her. Well, I'm glad he did because, bitch, I don't know how she could do this on her own. So basically, they go on this trip, they go hiking in this wilderness. They're trying to get to this spot, apparently. I don't know. So basically, the rain starts happening and there's thunder and storm coming. So the boy is like, the husband, he's like, we should get out of here because if it's, starts pouring down, we fucked. So basically, she fights him on that. I'm like, bitch, everything this man do, you gotta argue. So they end up leaving. Bitch, they get back to the car and guess what? There's this Mexican, well, Colombian man digging through, they're trying to steal their car. So you have this couple, they're hiding in the trees, watching. So he's like, I'm gonna be Captain Save-A-Ho, I'm gonna go approach this man. So he goes to approach the man, and the man gets his gun. He don't speak a lick of English. He's like, blah, 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 like that. And he just tell him, he's like, oh, no, I see. You don't speak in Spanish. Like, hola. And he's just like, no. He's like, comer. I don't know what the fuck that means. Eat. Sorry, I fucked that up. Anyway, so he was yelling all these Mexican words, Spanish words to him in Colombian, because he knew some of the language because of his wife, but he was a gringo. All right, so he's like about to shoot him, he pulls out a gun, right? So he says, give me your bag, basically in Spanish. So he throws the bag to him, and he's about to get in the car. He's like, who else is with you? And he kept saying, there's no one else, no say. So she's like, you know what, let me go help him. So she runs out, and they're both here, and they take the bag, and that's all they should. They got the granola bars and shit, that comes up later. But anyway, so after that, he's trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. He bends down to grab the bag. Here come Captain Save-A-Ho hitting him over the head. So this is the dumb shit right here that I didn't get. So after he hit him, he falls down. Why didn't y'all asses run to the car and drive off? Why y'all run back into the wilderness? That's what I want to know. They run back into the fucking wilderness. They dumb as hell. But I guess we wouldn't have a movie. But we shouldn't have a movie. This movie's stupid. All right, and they go in. The girl's just running. And she hit her head in a branch, very white girl. And then she fall into a fucking muddy thing. She's like, oh, she just kept moving so fast, she kept sinking. I thought quicksand was faster than this, but she sat there. I don't know. So she falls in. And he's like, oh, well, let me try to help you. She's like, no. She's still arguing with him. Like, bitch, why are you arguing with him? He tries to like go for her and it doesn't work. So he tried to like give her a stick. The shit breaks. She's like, you didn't get me a longer stick. Like, bitch, he's trying to help you. I don't understand what your thought process is. And then she gets knocked out or some shit. She faints. Oh, she goes under the fucking sand. So he jumps in. And then once he saves her, she comes back to life. She goes, why did you jump in? I'm so confused, bitch. Like, do you want to die? He saved you. So the whole movie is about them stuck in this quicksand. They're going up against every bug under the sun. Ants, snakes, all these other reptiles attacking them. Venom is in them. They got like suck. It's a whole lot of shit. And then they find this bag and they try to like cut the bag up. and fucking make it to a rope to throw it over a rock to pull themselves out. It's crazy, it's stupid. And then a fucking snake, the mama snake comes and they try to kill that. And she got mad at him for that too, because she got bit. He was like, why you get bit? Kill her. I was so done. Just kill the bitch in the movie. But anyway, so the movie, I'm not gonna spoil too much more of this, but basically this is the most unlikable woman I've ever seen in my life. Horrible, it was boring, it was way too long. Like, bitch, I wish they both drowned. Like, kind of sad though, because that guy really was fighting for her. They deal with the relationship problems in that little quicksand. They're there forever. There's better movies to watch. But if y'all want to watch it, check it out. If y'all want to be spoiled, let me know. I can spoil it another time, or I can message you. All right, guys, the biggest movie I saw this week was Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. So I went to like a near midnight screening. It was like an 11:30 show, but you know, they got 30 minutes of trailers, so it was basically a midnight screening. So there was a good amount of people in this movie. I was excited. I like the Mission Impossible films. They've took a turn since the beginning. They're very action-packed. It's very like, oh my God, what you gonna do next? Very like the whole Tom Cruise scene of him jumping off that fucking cliff. Crazy. Anyways, this movie this time is a two-parter. I don't know what it is about these two-parter movies nowadays, and these movies ending with semi-cliffhangers. Like, it happened with Spider-Man into Across the Spider-Verse. It ended when it got good, bitch. We gotta wait for next year for the next part. It also happened with Fast X. That's a two-parter. So it ended on another fucking cliffhanger. We gotta wait till next year. So this one kind of did that too, but I feel like this one had a better ending than the other two movies did. Those made me kind of mad, like, bitch, this was getting way too good for you to be ending it right here. This one, it had an ending to a lot of stuff, but you see what's gonna be coming next on this next part, Dead Reckoning Part 2. But anyways, this movie, it goes kind of back to the first one. So if you guys haven't seen the films, I will at least see the first one and maybe 5 and 6 before this one, at least. But yeah, so it's about him. He's, you know, that Mission Impossible team. He got his Ving Rhames. He got that the comedy Simon Pegg dude. And they're all working together. They got the girl, Elise. She's in hiding. Basically, there's this AI villain this time. The Entity. Very AI. You know, AI gonna take over the world. Robots gonna take over the world. It's all over the media. Take a look. But basically, in this one, there's this long-lost key that goes into this fucking ice ocean or some shit. It blows up. I don't even know how y'all got this. Like, how did they know where to find this? But the key is stupid as fuck. It's like two parts you gotta put together. And there's fake versions. So that's where all the twists and the drama come in, because this is a near impossible mission. They gotta get these keys, because if it gets to the wrong hands, it's the end of the motherfucking world. So that's what this movie is. Lots of action. It's 2 hours and a half, 2 hours, 20 minutes, and it went by extremely fast. This movie's great. A lot of fun. Tom Cruise, he getting his coins, because if he's doing all these motherfucking stunts, jumping off of planes, that fucking motorcycle one where he jumped and dived, that was scary. Have y'all seen Fall? That movie fucked me up in that theater. I had that same experience. This train scene at the end, insane. Like, I was on the edge of my seat, I gasped, I made a sound I don't remember I made, but it was crazy. People in the theater were just, it was insane. Really fun movie, great villain. I thought the villain was pretty sinister. They're always 2 steps ahead, and I like that. I like the thrilling vibe of it, the action, that mixed together, some comedy. It was great. I would definitely see this in the theater. I know everybody goes see Oppenheimer and Barbie this week. I am too. Maybe not the Oppenheimer. I ain't got time for talking. But yeah, so let me know if y'all gonna go see that, or have you seen it? Because I liked it. It was good. Can't wait for next year. All right, we're gonna get into some fun stuff, y'all. So it is Tubi time. All right, you guys. I was on Facebook. If y'all know for the past episodes, Felicia Rivers, shout out to her. Tiffany the Doll, upcoming movie in January, Cherry Bomb that I reviewed, 7 Deadly Sins. She's great. She has all kinds of movies on Tubi, sneaky links. So she posted on Facebook about this show, and I cannot believe what I saw. It is called Hoochie Daddies, bitch. Let's get into it. So I ain't never heard nothing like this before, but it dropped this past week on Tubi. Go watch it. It's 10 episodes, and bitch, I binged them all. Let's get into it. Y'all like reality TV? You like trashy TV, like bad audio and fucking fights? So let's get into it. So Hoochie Daddies is a reality TV show that stars 8 girls who are in a house, that live in a house and compete. So these aren't your ordinary girls. These are masculine identifying women. So like, it's a lesbian LGBT show, and they're very manly. Like, they're woo-hoo. They want to fight. They're from the hood. Like, they got the grills, they got the hair shaved, tattoos, They all go into this crazy ass house in Jacksonville, Florida. This is from Get Her Done fucking productions. And the host of this show is Woody Woo. She got these long things. I don't know, her name Woody, I don't know. Crystal is her real name, but she go by Woody Woo because she a hoochie. So they call hoochie daddies. And you gotta make sure you put the IE, because if you just call yourself a hooch, that's a drink, apparently. I don't know, I'm learning. So these lesbians all pull up to the house, and a lot of girls are like, ooh, it's hot, ooh, it's bugs. They're like, ooh, it's like the Blair Witch Project. I was so into this. So they get into the house, they're like, I'm Dyke God. And I was like, oh my God, I'm Mo City. I was like, oh my God, these girls. So they go in and they all line up. Basically what you do is you have to compete in challenges. It's 10 challenges, and you get points on a board, very All-Star 7 from Drag Race. So every episode you get a challenge and you win points. So and they got a TV with a PowerPoint slide that goes click, click, that's how you get your points. It's great. So basically they're in the house, and mind you, right when they get in the house, it's already fights. Think Bad Girls Club. So they get in the house, they have to pick their rooms. Tell me why one of the girls' room is in a fucking closet. Open up, I seen Laurie Strode, but she got attacked by Michael Myers in that closet. That's how her bed was in. It was in the bed, just right in there with the closet. Michael Myers just go, and she could close it and she get her little privacy. It was a mess. She was so mad that she had to sleep in this room. So basically they're arguing about rooms, arguing about beds. They do challenges, and basically what you win on this show is you win a fucking hoochie daddy chain. I can't. And the chain looks like something you get out of like a 25-cent machine. I don't know. You get a hoochie daddy chain, and you win a trip for 2 to Jamaica, and you win bragging rights. And you win a spot on their next movie. I don't know. So basically, that's what they win. So I was so into this. Tubi, TikTok, everywhere I was talking about this, Twitter, and I couldn't believe it. So they all compete. They be fighting. They be bossing up on each other. The challenges. Let's get into the challenges. The first challenge is a TikTok challenge. And this one's very important because they always reference this TikTok shit throughout the whole season. So basically, they have to film a TikTok dance or some shit. Whoever gets the most views gets 5 extra points at the end of the season added to their ranking. So let's get into it. So basically, they're all doing their dances. And one girl, she starts so much shit. She's the littlest girl in the group, or she's like a little man. She got little man syndrome. So she's watching one girl dance, and she goes to the bedroom and watch another one. She's like, ooh, she copying her moves. So she does that. She goes tell the other girl, oh, hey, she's in the back room copying your moves. She approaches her. She's like, why are you copying my moves, bruh, and they start fighting. And why the girl who instigated the shit sitting there just dancing and laughing and jumping up and down and getting her a drink? She was so happy. So anyways, they already fight. They be fighting to this. It's great. Another challenge is they got to create a t-shirt. This shit was stupid as hell. They gave them some paint by numbers and, create a t-shirt. They all outside in the hot sun sweating and fighting. It was crazy. Another challenge is they had to dress up as drag girls. Like they had to femme themselves up. One girl's like, I don't do makeup. I'm masculine. So she didn't want to do it. So she painted like a mustache on her face and, she gave up basically. Another challenge is they had to cook. No, this is the one girl. They had to make chicken, and these bitches was fighting over chicken wings, bitch. Chicken wings. And tell me why when they were making the chicken, they got one little winglet a piece. They were making their plates. How y'all get one wing? What you gonna eat with that? Y'all you fighting over chicken? I see why. The little winglets was small, but they had to cook, and they're like, we don't cook no food. We got our whip. I was like, this is insane. They made green beans with bacon. They were in all the kitchen, and they had to start a fight over chicken wings. You know this shit is bad. They were fighting over some chicken. They had to slip and slide, and like one person has a balloon on their booty, and the other person has to slide and like thrust up against them like they fucking them, and some of the girls were into it, and there was drama with that because like, oh, I thought she was the stub, but she liked to be fucked in the back. It was crazy. It was like watching men, but they weren't really men, but they were like, it was crazy, y'all. And then the last challenge, the Casamigos at the Castle challenge. Casamigos, they had a bottle of Casamigos, they had a few bottles. So all 8 girls had to take shots. A lot of the girls don't even drink. So you have to take the most shots in 2 hours, bitch. I just got over a drunken escapade this past weekend. I could never, just watching the episode, being hungover is insane. These girls will like take a shot after shot after shot, and then they would have to like do other shit afterwards and come back and take more shots. They're like, can we have chase? They said, nope. But yeah, it's crazy. It's very ghetto, very ratchet, but I was here for it. It's very real reality TV. Get It Done Productions put this out, and Woody Woo, I looked into her, and apparently Miss Woody Woo also dropped a horror movie on Tubi, and it's called Stabbed. So this bitch not only did a whole season of the Hoochie Daddies, but she also did a movie called Stabbed. So this movie's also there. It's only 40 minutes, y'all. It's a short film, basically. IMDb says it's 54, and be careful. If you go to IMDb and try to read the synopsis, it tells you the whole fucking movie. So it stars Midget Mac. Have y'all seen I Love New York? I Love New York, Midget Mac was one of the characters on that show. He got eliminated kind of early, but he's one of the stars on there. So basically this is about a group of friends. They're all meeting up for a Halloween party at the main host's house. The movie opens up with this woman telling her like nerdy boyfriend or husband, I don't know what they is. Basically, they're like, oh, you better not have no drama with Terrell and Houston, whatever their names was. Because I guess last year they had drama. Like, because he invited them both to the party. And she was like, if there's drama, you ain't getting no treats. And I was like, oh, I was here for this. He ain't getting no treats, y'all. It's Halloween. So anyways, he made sure, though, because as the movie progressed and they're doing their thing, he made sure to diffuse the situation. He wanted the pussy, the treats. Anyway, so as the movie went on, all the friends start showing up. They're all different characters, too. Some come in. One pimp guy tried to hook up with all the girls, and all the girls were already hooked up with other men's. He tried to steal he look at him, Mr. Steal Your Wife and all this kind of shit. This movie is basically Halloween in the hood, because you got the fucking stalker with the that little fucking sound like Michael Myers. That's basically what this is. The mask is very like a mixture of fucking Pennywise and fucking Michael Myers together. He has a little hoodie over it, almost like the Babyface Killer, similar to that kind of. All the friends start showing up and they all shady as fuck, let me tell you. They all like, oh, I hope they gonna order pizza because this bitch can't cook. And and she did cook too. And one Midget Mac walks up, he said, I hope she got some hot sauce because like, you know, because the bitch can't cook. They all were talking about her food, the whole movie. I felt so bad for her. Hey girl, you better order takeout because they don't like your food. And yeah, so they all show up and then they get random ass people come to the door. You got a trick-or-treater come up and he was a teenager. They're like, oh, you too old for trick-or-treating. You need to go somewhere. You better go get you some pussy. You better go get you some. You want to come smoke? You know, that kind of show. Like, oh my God, the boy got scared and left. And then another dude came. He's telling them about this guy, this white dude. He was like, oh, I came over to get some beer. He said, y'all smoking? He's all looking in there. It's a white dude, the only white guy in the movie. And they're like, oh no, you better get your ass up out of here. And then he's trying to tell them that there's a guy circling their house. And they didn't pay it no mind because they have their smoking, drinking, and getting lit. So anyways, he leaves, and then Miss Woody Woo got to make her cameo appearance. She the pizza man. They did get pizza because the bitch can't cook. And she delivered some pizzas, and she's like, where my money? Run me my coins, my tip. And they slam the door in her face. So it's like a horror comedy, really. I was laughing more than anything. As the shit starts hitting the fan, I will say, this movie's it's fun. I thought it was okay. I liked it for what it was. I tried to go review it on Letterboxd and it's not there. I don't know how to add movies. I'm not a pro. But anyway, so as the movie progresses, the killer starts knocking them off one by one by one. And I was living. Have y'all seen Scream 6? You see how he was stabbing like rigorously 40 fucking times and people didn't die. In this movie, they got stabbed 40, 50, 60 times and they died. It was crazy. He was stabbing these bitches up. There was blood. You could hear the slices. Oh, they actually did good in this Tubi movie. I don't want to spoil this one too much because then the reveal, but apparently they're working on a sequel already. And they're working on season 2 of the Hoochie Daddies. So if y'all a Hoochie Daddy out there, y'all want to audition, y'all better reach out to Miss Woody Woo and go get you on the season. I mean, if I could, I would. I could pretend. But anyways, it was fun. So Stab, check that out on Tubi. All right, guys, the next thing I want to talk about is the biggest Blu-ray of today, and it is The Last of Us. This movie's great. Show is great. I've played the game when the game came out all those years ago, back in 2003. That was one of the best games I think I've ever played. It felt like a movie. It felt like a series. And as I was playing it, I'm like, you know what? This will be great as a fucking movie. It was emotional. It's survival horror. It was actually scary. You actually cared about these characters. And I love that, you know, usually adaptations to film or shows from video games aren't that. But this show, I don't know, they really adapted this extremely well. They like touched on the tones they hit every note. The actors were great. I know when they first announced these characters would play Joel and Ellie, there was a lot of backlash, but there always is until you watch it. But this shit was so good. Every episode got better and better. I even like that they took certain scenarios from the game and like branched off upon these characters and added new things, which is really cool. So they do cover the whole first game in the first season, which is exciting. The lickers were just as scary. Great show. I highly recommend this. This is loads of bonus features. I hope there's new stuff because after every episode on HBO Max when it aired, they had like a bonus features thing and I used to watch all of them. I watched every little thing that they put out. Pascal, he did a great as Joel. He was my favorite character in the fucking game. So when I went to part 2, I was upset. If you play the game, you get what I mean. But The Last of Us Part 2 is going to also be adapted, but they're going to break it up into multiple seasons, which I can understand because, bitch, what happens in part 2, I don't know how you continue the show. I don't know. I really like this season. I got the 4K edition. It wasn't at Target when I went this morning. They had the regular DVD and the Blu-ray, which is cool. But it comes in this cool little slip box, which I like. I love the embossed title here. There was supposed to be a Best Buy Steelbook, but I think it got canceled. I didn't see it on the website anymore, but that was a really cool cover. I think it's a UK thing now. So if you guys got that, I see some people post that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to rewatch this in the near future. Probably able to rewatch it before the second season and 4K. But that's it for this week's Blu-ray Tuesday, y'all. Next week is a lot of releases, like the Robert Englund from Screenbox with a cool slipcover. It's numbered, so if y'all are collecting, get that. And a lot of good stuff. I got some stuff on order, a lot more than I did this week, so stay tuned. All right, wish Annabelle and Mr. Ribbit well. They saved my life, y'all. I was stuck in here. But yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.